everybody watching, welcome back to the Creative Burrows gaming channel. My name is Isaac, and once again I'm back on the There Is No Spoon achievement in Factorio version 0.17. As you can see, we've got the load screen up here just to show my playtime to date, and that is 2 hours and 50 minutes. Right now I'm cracking on trying to get Blue Science going, working on running out my engines, getting my red circuits set up right over there. There we go. And so yeah, right now I'm just going through, plopping down what the BluePrint's telling me to do, because I did work this all out in a sandbox mode creator beforehand, just to figure out the ratios and how I wanted everything to fit together. And if we're gonna have engines and red circuits, then I think we could probably combine those like that, because what's gonna happen is that yeah, that's the end of the line right there. Perfect. We're just gonna skip over. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, something like this. Perfect. And then we'll just start bringing in iron over here. And that should get pipes going. Pipes come onto here, go on up. Let's see, this would be the gear wheels, I'm assuming, are steel. And then pipes and gear wheels right here. And then copper here, so let's see. That doesn't fit in so tight. There we go. It's a bit spaghetti, but I think it'll actually work. So we need copper here, we need iron gear wheels there, and we need steel here. So let's see what we can do about that. Oh, never mind. Just like that. There we go. And then okay, maybe not the best place for a long power pole. But that should, yep, that I do believe fixes all of that issue. And that's our gear wheels, good, good, good. That's steel, great. And this should be, oh, the pipe's going out. So all we need is those two like that. And that's just there to keep it straight. Oh, ha. Now I see the issue with my plan here. Alright, no big deal. We'll take that real quick. Make sure we put everything on the correct side. And if we do that, there we go. Yeah, okay, that looks like it's functioning much better. And then we just take this, seed some gears into there. Alright, that's pretty much our engines. Alright, there we go. So there's engines going. Now we just need to bring in copper here, which can come off right there. And that'll get us copper for our copper wire. And I would like to direct insert all this copper wire, but it's kind of awkward since the proper insertion ratio is 1 copper wire to 6 red circuits. And so I'm just going to run them on their own independent belt for now, just so I can get blue science going. As I get farther on, excuse me, having a mouth malfunction there. As I get farther on, I'll see what I can do about maybe maybe running a direct insertion, and maybe even running a non-perfect ratio insertion. Maybe 1 copper wire to 4 red circuits, just to save a little bit on space. But that's going to require a bit of thinking that I don't have today. I'm trying to fit this in between some chores and some work and, you know, all those things that I have to get done in life to make this happen, while still just trying to get this done. Okay, I think right here I'm just going to worry. I'm not going to worry about neatness too much. I'm just going to get it in. That way we can just get this started. And then I'll worry about branching it off, adding it to the bus, getting it to other places it could be used. There's my kitty. Had to say hi to the microphone. He's finding a more comfortable spot to lay down while he watches me play Factorio here for you. And so yeah, and here's my blue sign setup that I had established in the last video. And since we are just aiming for 1 science a second, we only need 12 of these because they output at 2 science packs a production cycle over 24 seconds. So to get that 1 per second ratio, we really only need 12 of them instead of 24. And I'll run that through. Alright. And that'll be one of our sets of material. This will be the other ingoing lane of material. And solid fuel, advanced circuits, and engines. Right. And I think that's 3, 2, 1, so it needs, whoops. So I think if I remember the recipe correctly, and I'll check it here in a second after I get done with this, is that this needs 3 red circuits, 2 solid fuel, and 1 engine. And yeah, 3 red circuits, 2 engine units, and 1 solid fuel. Okay. So I can put the solid fuel on the outside, the engines and the red circuits on the inside. And that should work out just fine. Let's see, get my inserters here. And might as well go and get some transport belts and then get that solid fuel running down here somehow. I don't think it's going to be too big an issue, but it is the issue that it is. Alright. Do I want to? No, I don't want to combine this with plastics. We'll just run it as its own thing for the entirety of the distance here. And yeah, I don't even think I'm going to bother making a nice neat bus of it up here. Just going to take it, make sure it clears. And then just run it on down. So yeah, there we go. There's our solid fuel. Now I think I'll come right on back up here. And since we have red circuits and engines plunked in together, should just be able to do something like that. Then we'll connect that up there and then get our blue science actually producing. And so I know it's not the, maybe not the most exciting thing, since I did a lot of the plotting and planning on the previous episode. But Factorio is one of those things where, while the game isn't so exciting, say laying all this down, you know, it's not really, you know, very exciting. What's exciting is figuring out if your build designs, if your design ethos for what you're trying to accomplish works, and if you can take care of those little snags and malfunctions and kind of problem solve your way out of any issues that arise. Because Factorio is definitely a game of issues. Whether it's invading biters, or finding out that that resource patch you're trying to tap just doesn't work where it is, and having to figure out how to run your lines to kind of nullify that issue, or any of those other small problems that arise. Because I've realized I get used to building things in Factorio a certain way, but what used to happen is that something would go wrong. I'd get biters, or I would need to expand my resources and realize I had no clue how to effectively get a resource way out in the nether regions of the map to my base to actually make use of it. And so here we're going to see how this is all going. Let's see, it looks like the copper wire is not getting all the way down. Huh. Wait, how many of these machines do I have? Okay, 9 machines. So 2 copper wires should produce... Oh, I know why it's not getting all the way down. I'm not outputting all the copper wire possible. There we go. And yeah, right there, just troubleshooting the issue of why is, my wire not getting to where it needs to be. And it's just because even though it's only one copper plate in, it's 2 copper wire out. And while the ratios on this build aren't that tight, they're still tight enough that I should get everything running at its full output so that all the other machinery and production facilities can actually run at their full output. I might be trying to save resources here, but I'm trying to still get everything to put out as much as it can at any given time. And here we see rocket fuels backing up nicely, so I'll be able to split that off. Red circuits and engines are backing up here at the end. While, oh, okay, just low on engines. And that should start sorting itself out, I think. But just in case it really kind of doesn't want to, we'll just go ahead and seed those middle sections. And I wonder how my power is doing. Power looks like it's doing okay. Oops. Forgot I don't have my hotbars arranged. Oops. Yep, that went kind of awkward. That's okay. And there we go. We'll get Blue Science started in the labs. That way I can get onto advanced oil processing and then get to oil cracking. Yeah, I must really be trying to save on those resources if I didn't put those inserters in. But there we go. And we'll just clear out this box. And we'll take a bit from there. And get red and green science. That's still producing just fine. Blue science, we got a little bit of a backup. And we are cracking on with advanced oil processing. So I think that's as far as I'm going to take this video today. Everybody watching, thank you for coming in and viewing this as I get my blue science finally up and running after getting my oil going. Just going to save this game real quick. This is now going to be TiNS 5. And that puts us at 3 hours and 8 minutes of gameplay. And blue science is cracking on. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, beings, I thank you very much for coming, watching this video with me. If you have any comments on things I can improve on, or, well, anything in general, feel free to leave it in the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you have a fantastic day. Goodbye.